We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, it is time for... And this is the third iteration of Donnie, the Chilimancer's Lava Puff Challenge. So I was thinking, what should we do a little bit differently? And I think he's done this 3 times. So the first one, he did it, then I did a response. And the second one, he did it, and I did a sequel. And now this one, the third time. So, is it a threequel? A sequel to sequel? Whatever. So, he had, I think, some Walmart cheese puffs. I've got these. Herr Reaper Puffs. Because he had a smoked Reaper pepper powder. I don't have that. If we continue on with this, I have found some that I can get, or I can order anyway. Maybe I will, I'll be ordering some of those, but this does have actual Reaper in it. And so we have these, and we say, okay, well, you had those, you know, from Donnie's last video, the second video rather. And so he put a bunch of powder in there. I've got this. This is from my Japan Crate video. This is the Red Hot Chili Pepper Flakes from S&B. And we're gonna throw some of those in there. Shake it up, and this is new. I'm putting twice the powder in there this time. Okay, that's the first thing that's new. First thing that's new. All right. La 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 la. All right. You don't need to get a baseline because I've had these a number of times now. You can probably see that they're loaded with powder. You see it? See they're more so loaded with powder. Right, let's put that over there. Okay, and he also had Cerberus. So here's Cerberus. And you're saying, well, he already did that. That's not really amplifying it. And that's true, but I've got a few other monsters here to help me out. So we've got the Hydra, we've got the Leviathan, and we've got the Rougaroux, which is apparently a vampire, or werewolf. Vampire, werewolf. Awkward. Okay, so in order, I don't know which is hottest, but looking at the ingredients, I've never had any of these. I've never had these before. I don't know if I'm going to be doing another challenge after this one because this is all I've got for shot glasses. So we're running the well a little dry on this one, but let's take a look here. And I think this is the order from lowest to hottest. I don't know for sure, but let's take us a little peek-see. This will not count as the review. There will be full reviews of every one of these coming at some point. Stay tuned to the channel if you would be so kind to see all that. So we have yellow Scotch bonnets, yellow scorpions, yellow 7 pots, and Fatali. That's what's in the Rougaroux. All right, Rougaroux. So we will. There you go, with about an ounce of each of these. It smells a touch floral. All right, there's a Rougaroux. All right, and we've got also Leviathan, which I guess in this case is a gigantic anglerfish below the surface of the sea, where he preys on unaware travelers because, you know, that's the destination. A hot spot is the bottom of the ocean, right? Right. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I chopped the label. Got a little too happy with the knife. Whoopsies. Okay, so in this one we have chocolate habaneros. Ooh, I'm excited now. We have scorpion pepper powder. Okay, chocolate halves and scorpion pepper. So actually the Rougaroux might be hotter than the Leviathan. Don't know. I've never had these. They've been out for a while. They had another one too where it was dread and apprehension and all these other kinds of sauces. And I did the dread, and I think there was a couple others in that same lineup. Those are gone now. One of my earlier videos for the channel, as I recall. All right, we have here the Hydra. Hydra, I think, is... Okay, so this is 7-pot pepper mash and scorpion pepper powder. So 7-pot and scorpion. I thought this was only supposed to be 7-pot, but lo and behold, there's scorpion powder in there as well. Yay. So far, there's been scorpions in everything. So hopefully you guys can kind of see these sauces here. Maybe if let me do this. Let me get you a little, just a touch of contrast here so you guys can, maybe that color will pop a little bit better here so we know what we're doing, if ever. Why start now knowing what I'm doing, right? All right, put that there. And you can see, if you have seen my how much is 5 ounces in a 5-ounce bottle, what it actually looks like, there is a short I did for this as well. You can find that in the random non-consumption playlist if you are interested in that. And okay, we need to kind of section out our spacing here. Trying to make it look pretty for all y'all. Okay. Last but not least is the Cerberus. So Cerberus, the old hellhound himself. We've got 7-pot Primo, we've got 7-pot Douglas, and we've got the mighty Carolina Reaper. So this one I'm anticipating is probably going to be the hottest of the lot. There is one other monster, the El Chupacabra, but El Chupacabra has cebollas in it. It's got onions, so that is a non-starter for yours truly, which is why you don't see it here. And yeah, I definitely am not going to attempt at all to do a review of... I think I put more than I wanted in there. Well. I don't know if any of these are going to be good. Generally. I don't know if any of these are going to be good with cheese puffs, but I thought, hey, we'll do what Donnie did, and we'll just bring some more monsters into the party and just see what happens, you know? And if this is to be my last time, you know, of doing this challenge, this is, I wanted to be a little bit showy. You know, we're a little theatrical over here, as you may have gathered. All right, so we're going to start with what I think is probably going to be the least hot, the Rougaroux. And, oh, wait a minute. So, a legendary cryptid, a bayou-dwelling werewolf, glowing red eyes. So this one is meant to be a classic Louisiana style created without cayenne, with Caribbean chilies. And the chilies themselves, 500,000 SHU. That does not mean that the sauce will be, of course. All right, let's find out here how this is. Oh, wow. Wow. Very punchy with the devil powder. I like this sauce. This is good. I wasn't sure with the fatalities and scorpions. Two peppers I honestly don't love.
Alright, I
need to make sure I have enough here for some of these other ones, so.
Alright, let's try that. Alright.
We have a good measure there. This is, it's got some punch to it. Flavor on this though is, what all is in this? This is really, really good. A little bit of sugar, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of lemon. Very nice. This Rougaroux is very, very nice. I will absolutely say that. All right, so next we have the Leviathan. We'll say I've got a pretty decent burn going on already. Not respectable. Not crazy, but it's respectable. All right, what is this? And chocolate hab. This one's talking about the legend of Leviathan. Was Leviathan an anglerfish? Now we're talking about the Scoville of the peppers from the Heat Institute. Oh, sorry. Chili Institute. This one's a bit more bitter. I don't like this one as much, to be honest. What's in this? Very similar ingredients. I think the yellow ones work better with it. Definitely this is much, much hotter though. Pretty notable step up here. This is kind of a fun idea. Really glad Donnie came up with it. Sort of. I'm setting it, I would say, a little bit above a 2 right now. And, all right, so let's see. This one I'm going to actually... I want to give this a chance to taper before I go into this one, just because I want to see if this is actually a step up. I'm sure it will be. It's a step up from that. I mean, I can't imagine it's not. So we have here, what's our dialogue? Well, this one's just talking about the pepper, okay. The only chili contained in this is the 7-pot Primo. So that is not true. And I'm not going to address the controversy about what has happened to the CaJohn sauce line since it was sold. But this one very clearly says there is scorpion powder in it. And powder is pulverized peppers. So that obviously is not true that the only thing in here is 7-pot. So they obviously need to update that label if they're adding other stuff in it. All right, well, let's give it a whack. This is the Hydra. I like this sauce. It's good. It needs more sugar. I think, so for me, I think 7 Pot Primos, they're my second favorite super hot after the Ghost. And I think they taste better than Reapers. I do, however, think Reapers are hotter. Reapers are demons, man. They'll come back on you, or at least they do to me. Yeah, this is definitely hotter than this. So far I've guessed the escalation pretty correctly. Whew, man. Getting a little sweat going. Which is not to say that just because just because I think Reapers are hotter does not mean this 7 Pot is not hot. It definitely is. I'd say we're at a good probably a 3 right now. So gonna wait here, let that taper so I can get a better read on the Cerberus, which I think is probably the hottest. Oh man. All right, so I got a little bit of eye watering going on. I'm sweating just a touch. Very bitey, this one is. 7 Pot, so for me, 7 Pots like to creep up on me. They're a building pepper for me, kind of like habaneros are. And yeah, you can get yourself a really, really good burn without quite realizing it. One of the things I've noticed about 7 Pot Primos, just be, you know, walking along, singing your song, and all of a sudden you've got a good inferno. And I think that's interesting about those. I mean, they are hot out of the gate, but they also build up. So it took me a while to come up with a concept for this particular video, just because the other 2 response videos saw me taking shots of sauce, which I guess I'll have to do this time as well. It saw me going all the way up to Pepper X, to bring Pepper X into things. The pepper powder, I think, was just this one and the one before this. I don't think I did it on the first one. And so I wanted to do a couple things with this. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to go hotter than I have in the past 2 videos. And I definitely am not there yet. But I also wanted it to be fun. And I thought kind of interesting. And this monster series of CaJohn's, I think, is cool. And I wanted to have a bit of coolness in the video. But I also meant to get to these. And I thought this is probably a good way to actually just hit all these. You know, because he had Cerberus in his video, and I was like, I mean, if I get Cerberus, I might as well get the other ones, you know, like I'm interested in doing them. So I keep a lot of lists of sauces and sauce companies I want to get to over time, so. But yeah, this has been a pretty cool video so far to shoot anyway. Hopefully you guys are digging the on the other end watching it as well. Okay, so we are tapered a little bit now. I'm going to give it another second here Hound of Hades. Is this meant to be the hottest one? I don't know. I guess so. All these follow fairly similar ingredients as well. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to review them all at once. Just because they are very, very different sauces. Even though like some of this underlying structure is very similar, vinegar, salt, sugar, and garlic, the actual peppers have a pretty dramatic input into this course, as you'd expect. Okay, last not least, Cerberus. Very interesting flavor. This is honestly unexpected. Huh. Wow. Well, that's a surprise. Huh. Okay, well. We have a new order for heat. I am sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating like crazy. Okay. Okay. Cerberus is surprisingly moderate. Like it's fairly close to this. I honestly did not expect that. I thought for sure that was going to be hotter than this. So this is the Blazer. And I don't know where Chupacabra would fall into this. I would guess it's probably going to be... You know, I don't even know. I didn't look at it that close. As soon as I saw onions, I quit looking into it. Okay. Well, that concludes the challenge part of this. I'm going to talk about these sauces really, really briefly here. So my favorite by a lot was this, the Rougaroux. My second favorite was probably this. My third favorite was this. Fourth was this. Now, I do like chocolate halves a lot. And I think that this is, that rating, that sort of tier is just for this particular challenge. So just with these Herr Reaper Puffs with the S&B Red Hot Chili Flakes. This is fantastic, by the way. Yeah, I have about a third of this left. I might try grilling with it. So, I guess what I should do, you guys can't see it, but like, there's a whole lot of moisture here. From all the sweat that I've got going on running down my face right now. So anyway, what I guess I had to do is end this in the dumbest fashion possible. So I guess we're going to go out in a blaze. In order. Here's what's left of the Rougaroux. Oh, it's not good like that. Oh, this is a dumb idea. Oh. Leviathan. There's a sourness when you have them like that. Cerberus.
Why?
This is thick. Hydra. Wow. Don't do that. There it is. Dying Chilimancers. Lava Puff Challenge 3. Overfinished done got out. It's burning my throat. Oh. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.